All right, gang, the top 5 strategies to increase your conversion over the phone. That's what we're talking about this week. So let's jump right into it. The very first one, when you get on the phone and you're calling somebody, right, and they pick up the phone and you say, "Is this Dave? Is this Margaret?" Whoever. Don't get on the phone and ask them if it's who you are trying to talk to. Just assume the lead, because here's why. Exactly 0 of their friends, family, anybody they would actually want to be talking with, none of them would ask that question. Hey, is this who I'm hoping it is, right? As soon as you utter that line, they immediately know that you're not somebody that has any familiarity with them at all. And so you're immediately starting from a hole in the ground. You got to dig your way out of it. So just assume the lead. If you're wrong, guess what? They're going to tell you. They'll let you know that they're not who you thought you were calling. But just assume the lead. Hey, Dave, this is Alex with the Valor Group and da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever your opening line is. Number 2. So there are 2 places in the conversation that you have to nail it. You can mess up the rest of it to a degree, but you've got to nail these 2 parts. It's the opening and the closing. Now, the middle of the conversation, the middle of the sales script or whatever you're talking about, you can flub those a little bit, but the opening and the closing, you've got to nail. So make sure you've got those down pat. The third one, sort of similar to the second, relates to it, but the worst time to think about what you want to say is when you're actually saying it. So make sure you go in with a game plan. When we're calling sales leads, we tend to try to bunch them together in terms of like, hey, these 50 folks I'm dialing right now are all folks I've never talked to, right? So I know my opening is going to be the same, and we're going to work through the conversation much the same. Then we talk to the folks that we have a really good relationship with. And so the conversation we know is going to sound a little bit different. So we already are kind of pre-gaming in our head how the conversation is going to go, because the worst time to think about what we want to say is when we're trying to say it. Now, this also works for objections. I talk on our team a lot about if you get an objection from a sales lead, a buyer, a seller, like whatever the case may be, and you don't have a great response for it, make sure after the appointment, after the phone call, you kind of debrief with yourself and figure out, okay, gosh, that one was rough, or, I should have had a better answer and I didn't. Make sure you're kind of doing that, because if you get the same objection a second time and you flub it again, then shame on you. Like that's sort of an invitation for you that you've got a hole in your game there, and you got to tighten that up so that if there's a second time or a third time or a fourth time, hint, there will be, you know exactly what to say. Number 4, when a sales lead asks you a question, answer the question, scratch their itch. But the thing is he who's asking the questions is in control of the conversation. And so it's not the person talking, it's the person asking the questions. The problem is that if we end up relinquishing control of the conversation, 100 times out of 100, the sales lead or the client that we're talking to will typically crash that plane into the rocks. And so you want to make sure that when they ask you a question, right now they're in control of the conversation, you answer it, but without taking a breath. You go right into the next question. So you're taking back control of the conversation and kind of leading it where you need it to go. And the last one is failing to ask if they know anybody else looking to buy or sell a home or whatever your industry is. Because the thing is, guys, business is a numbers game. It doesn't matter if you're selling houses, lawnmowers, widgets. It doesn't matter. It's just a numbers game. And so your job is to put the numbers in your favor. Talk to as many people as possible. If they're a no problem. Ask if they know anybody who's thinking of needing to transact in your sales business, right? Because, look, a lot of these, 99 out of every 100 are going to be a no, still a second no, but that's okay, because that 1 in 100, for that extra 2 seconds you took to ask the question, is going to be another payday for you and your family, hopefully, right? Another opportunity to build a relationship, whatever that case may be, but ask the question. So guys, that was the 5 different strategies that you can use today to improve your conversion on the phone. Never hesitate to reach out if you guys need any help at all. I always love to assist. Thank you so much.